Every summer has its blockbusters, but we're not talking about movies right now.
Not today. Carole Barrowman is back with summer blockbuster books. Carole is an English professor at Alverno, and she reviews books for the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. And she's a published author herself, as we know. Welcome back. How many items in your closet, number-wise?
I have 2 closets. That's how bad I am. But I do have this theory that if I don't wear something in 6 months, it's out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
So I try to do that. I'm bad. I'd be bad with the shoes, with the purse. But I don't stress in the morning about my clothes because I always plan at night before I go to bed. I know exactly what I'm going to wear the next day.
Me too.
See, I think that takes a lot of stress out of weeks are always better for me if I plan ahead and have it laid out. I think that's a great tip. To reduce stress.
Yeah, and I like when I teach, I like to try to be wearing something different just to give my students a little visual stimulation, you know.
We want to know about that.
So I don't know that I could do. I mean, I could if I had to, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I think it's fascinating, the whole idea. We're going to get a look at somebody's closet in just a little bit. But let's talk about a summer blockbuster and what makes a blockbuster, a summer read that's truly a blockbuster.
Well, I think there's like 4 things that really do it. The first is the pacing. It should be a pretty fast-paced book so that if you're reading it on a plane, you can move through it pretty fast. The second thing is you want the stakes to be high for the characters. You know, even if it's in the world of the characters, it's life or death, it's the end of the world, it's the whole thing is going to change for them. So the characters have to be, you know, the outcome is going to be high stakes for them. And then it should have some twists and turns. I mean, when you're reading a blockbuster in the summer, you want to be like, oh my gosh, I didn't see that coming, and it should, you know, move that way. And then I think the last thing is, it's really nice if it's got this huge sort of explosive, epic kind of ending that in the world of the novel, it's like, okay, that was amazing sort of thing.
This spans all genres?
I think it should span all genres. Although in the summer, we tend to like thrillers and more mystery kinds of things that make blockbusters, or, you know, sort of more chick lit kind of stuff, the kind of things that you would say, you don't have to think too much about it, but it's just a really fun, pleasurable read. And I think everybody needs to have one or 2 of those in the summer.
Yeah, and I don't like to think too much.
Yes, well, we know that. we try not to tell anybody.
Let's talk about the first book, The Truth About the Harry Quebert Affair.
Yes.
Okay.
This one actually starts out a little bit slow, but stay with it because it's putting things together for you. It's about a love affair 30 years in the past with a famous writer and a young woman, and then another writer comes along to try to investigate when her body is found what really happened to her. So it's about a writer writing about investigating a mystery, and it has so many twists. It's like, you know, you're on a Six Flag roller coaster with this book. I loved it. I thought it was one of my picks for the summer.
I normally wouldn't pick up a book with that kind of cover. I don't know why.
Really,
you know, I'm sort of a, you know, like the cover draws me or doesn't, and that cover wouldn't draw me, so I'm glad to know, because it is very recognizable that people will remember it and, you know, potentially then pick it up.
Yeah, for me, it's one of my top 5 of the summer. I really liked this book, and I couldn't put it down. I didn't know where it was going, and it surprised me.
It's truly a mystery, because that's your genre. I mean,
it's really a mystery, but I don't think, I think you're not going to figure out. You're going to think all the way along it's somebody that's done this, and it's just really a cool book.
Okay.
Really
cool. The next one is Suspicion by Joseph Finder.
Yeah, and this one, the premise of this is, what would you, if you're a single dad with one daughter, what would you do to get her exactly what she wants? What would you do?
That.
It's a really interesting premise, and so he gets her into this very high-paying private school because this is what she wants to do. She makes friends with another family, and the whole world around them just falls apart because this family's not who they seem. And she gets involved, and he gets involved in trying to extricate her from the mess that this family is in, and it's really an interesting book. But what would you do if you could make your daughter happy? How far would you go?
Interesting.
Yes.
Suspicion. That sounds good.
Yes.
And the next one's Identity, and this is by Ingrid Thoft.
This book I loved. It's got a sassy, smart I don't know if I can say that on morning television, can I?
Sassy, smart.
Smartass.
Oh, yeah.
I said it twice.
You just did.
I did. I guess I did. And she's hilarious, very funny. I think if you're looking for a really fast read, and it's she investigates the identity of a sperm donor. And she reveals his identity. She does this for a lawyer and a firm. And when she reveals the sperm donor's identity, something happens to him. And so she feels very guilty that she had revealed his identity. So then she tries to solve this other problem that is a result of. I'm trying not to give too much away.
Is this not out yet?
This one is out next week.
Next week.
And so you heard it here first that this is going to be an important book this summer. I think you want to get this one. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. I could see that turning into a movie.
Oh yeah, it'd be great. And Fina, the main character, I loved her. She reminded me of all of us.
Okay.
Yeah,
you know,
that's cool.
Only much younger than me.
We're out of time, so we got to go quickly through the next ones. The Good Suicides.
Good Suicides, stay vacation book, set in Barcelona. Wonderful thriller. And then my last one is my young adult pick for the summer. This book is amazing, called The Glass Sentence. And it's about the world. Time has broken up and fractured, and so every continent in the world is on a different period of history.
Love
so
it.
one's in Roman times, one's in Middle Ages, one's in modern times. You can't interact between the two.
Neat.
Really clever premise, and my young adult pick for the summer.
That's cool. All right, you can get in touch with Carole by visiting her website. It's CaroleBarrowman.com. She's on Facebook, Twitter, and Goodread. And right now we're giving away 2 books. One is Suspicion, the book we talked about just a little while ago by Joseph Finder. That's the one with the single dad trying to make his daughter happy, and then their whole lives blow up, as well as Hollow Earth. This is a book that Carole wrote in conjunction with her brother John, who just got an award from the Queen.
Yes.
That we didn't get a chance to talk about, but something really cool in England. So call us right now, 414-799-4444. Caller number 13 wins this morning. Thank you so much, Carole.
You're welcome.
It was great to see you.
Nice to see you guys.